I'm doing a vocabulary test on the internet, and the result is... Alright, so I got roughly 17,000 words. And I did a test beforehand. I did another test before, and it was 16,600 words. So roughly this range. I don't know how accurate this thing is. I remember once upon a time I had under 10,000 words, I believe. But you know, over the years, I've been reading books, and that helps. The more I read, the more words I see, and the more I look up, the more I understand. The more I understand in the context, the more I remember. So the more you read, the more words, more vocabulary you get to master. Anyway, still there are a lot of words that on the list in the test that I don't know. Like on the third page of the test, like most of the words are completely strange to me. So today let's study the strange words together. Alright guys, this is the list, a list of all the words that I didn't understand, I didn't know when I was doing the test. So actually this one I can just delete this one. Some of them I've already looked up. I think I know this one. This is a weapon. Yeah, it's right there. I just searched. I mean, I played the game Kingdom Come Deliverance. Kingdom Come Deliverance, and this is a weapon in the game, so that's why I know this word. Okay, let's see something else. Also, I know this word from Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's supposed to be an organ. You harvest from the animals, from prey in hunting. Internal organ. There you go. You see, playing games helps you with the vocabulary. There you go. I can cancel. I can delete that one as well. Anything else? All these words look so weird. Some of them, like I can pronounce maybe 80% of them, but I just don't know what they mean. And I've seen some of them, but I just don't remember. I cannot tell you what they mean, but I may have read them somewhere in a book or somewhere in a news article or somewhere. But anyway, let's go through one by one and eliminate ignorance and learn all the fancy words, shall we? So next time we do the test, we'll have 100,000 vocabulary. Simmer. What is simmer? Here. This is simmer. To stew gently below or just at the boiling point. To be in a state of incipient development. Ferment ideas simmering in the back of my mind. To be in inward turmoil. Seethe. To cook slowly in a liquid just below the bouquet. Kind of understand. Yeah, I understand. It's very similar to shimmer, right? Shimmer, shimmering light, but it's different. Simmer. So, what is incipient anyway? Haha. You see, when you find, okay, beginning to happen, developing into a specific type or role. To be in a state of incipient development.
Incipient.
Okay, so early stage development. So it's very gentle, you know, the boiling water, it's very slow and gentle. So use as a metaphor for early development stage. There you go. Interesting. You know, you see, you can learn new words from the explanations as well. Very interesting stuff. Simmer. Yeah, shall we copy and paste these? Let's copy and paste. There you go. Simmer is done. Next. Stubble. I definitely have seen this word before. What does it mean? What does it mean? Stubble. It feels like you stepped on something blunt. That's my imagination. Let's find out what it means. Ah, what is this? It's a plant? I don't even know what this means. So ignorant.
Basal.
Basal. Forming or belonging to the bottom layer of a base. The basal part of herbaceous plants, and especially cereal grasses remaining attached to the soil after harvest. A rough surface or a growth resembling stubble, especially a short growth of beard. Ah, right! That's where I've seen this short growth of beard. Okay. Alright, I understand. I totally understand. That's why I had the mental image of something blunt and you can step on it. I guess I kind of imagined something similar. So it means I did have an idea in my head, but it was not quite correct. Trondo. I've never seen this word before. I don't think I've never seen this word before. Trondo. With reference to a wheeled vehicle or its occupants move or caused to move slowly and heavily. Interesting word. An act of moving slowly or heavily. This is something you can find in a novel, in a fiction, historical fiction maybe. You know, when people are having a war, they wheel their cart of food, of treasure or whatever. They trundle the cart, maybe. Interesting. Let's put that explanation here. Trondo. What a nice word. An act of moving slowly and heavily. Yeah, I can imagine. A very heavy cart carrying all the valuable stuff. Rampant. We know rampage. All gamers know rampage. What is rampant though? Something similar. Especially something unwelcome, flourishing or spreading unchecked. Of an animal represented standing on one hind foot with its forefeet in the air. Typically in profile, facing the dexter side with the right hind foot and tail raised. Aha. Two gold lions rampant. Rampant. Oh. What the hell? Can I search your image? No, it doesn't show an animal being... I don't know. Yeah, the lion standing on his feet is rampant. Any more explanation, please? Let's look up in dictionary. Rampant corruption. Yeah, that explanation is easy to understand. Rampant inflation means that our wage increase soon become worth nothing. So that blah blah blah. Okay, that's the same meaning. If an animal standing on its back legs with its front legs raised. A lion rampant. Okay. Happening a lot or becoming worse. Rampant. Just to describe something that get worse very quickly. Yeah, I mean, as long as I know the more popular, more common explanation that something bad is spreading, something evil is going unchecked. That's enough, I guess. I can also remember the mental image of a lion standing on his feet, back feet. Okay, this word, scathing. I've seen this one in novels, but I don't remember what it means. Okay. Let's find the verb first.
Scathe.
Scathe. Okay. Harm, injure. Harm, injure. Alright. Okay. Means witheringly harsh. If you enter a singing contest and judge says that your singing is like that of a toad with a laryngitis. I don't even know that word. That is scathing criticism. Scathing comes from an Old Norse verb to scathe, which means to injure by fire or lightning. Wow. Burned. Okay, what is this? We are expanding our vocabulary by tenfold today. What the hell is this? Inflammation of your voice box from overuse. Okay. Irritation or inflation. Inside the larynx. Laryngitis. I need to find out how to pronounce this word.
Larynx.
Larynx. I never used this word in my whole life. The hollow muscular organ forming an air passage. I mean, I did use this word in Chinese, but I never get a chance to use this word in English. To the lungs and holding the vocal cords in human and other mammals. The voice box. The voice box.
Larynx.
Larynx. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Anyway, we know what scathing is now. This word looks simple, right? It's very deceiving. I don't know what it means. I know what it means, like in German, it means beef, right? But in English, it's something different. A bark of a tree, usually hard or tough outer layer. Didn't know that. Okay. Let's put this here. Didn't know that. Oh man, you're breaking the format. Come on. All right. Grouse. What is grouse? There's so many words. I don't know how long this video is gonna take.
Grouse.
Grouse is a grouse, a medium to large game bird with a plump body and feathered legs. The male being larger and more brightly colored than the females. All right. Okay. So it's something you eat. Grouse. It's like big chicken. Big, feathery, fluffy, colorful chicken. Looks pretty intimidating. Look at this picture. Scary. I wouldn't eat that. Okay. Big chicken. Big chicken. Game bird. Spool. Now, what is spool?
Spool.
Cylindrical device on which film, magnetic tape, thread, or other flexible materials can be wound. A reel. Okay. So this reminds me, when I saw spool, I thought of wool, you know, like spinning wool. Spool. Maybe they're related. Wind onto a spool. Send data that is intended for printing or processing on a peripheral device to an intermediate store. Wow, what? This is a computing language. Interesting. Anyway, let's remember. Let's write down the original meaning. All right, next one. What is this? Wreath. There are more. There are so many more. Oh my god, it's gonna take me an hour to finish all this. Writhe. Make twisting, squirming movements or contortions of the body. Respond with a great emotional, physical discomfort to an intense or unpleasant feeling or thoughts. Wow. What a wonderful word you can use in a novel. Make twisting, squirming movements or contortions of the body. Shrivel. Shrivel? I think I know this word. Yeah. Wrinkle. Yeah. I've seen this word 1 million times. Just sometimes out of context you just don't know what it means, but when you put it in a book, you immediately understand what it means. But when you take it out of context, it's like, what is this word? Okay, ballast.
Ballast.
Ballast. I always mispronounce them. Heavy material such as gravel, sand, or iron placed in the bilge of a ship to ensure its stability. I don't even know this. Hello. Many words.
Bilge.
Many words. An area on the outer surface of the ship, of a ship's hull, where the bottom curves to meet the vertical size. Oh my god. It also means nonsense and rubbish. That's interesting. Let's add this word. Rubbish, nonsense. Okay. Ballast. What does this mean? Gravel or coarse stone used to form the bed of a railway track or the substratum of a road. Gives stability to a ship by putting a heavy substance in its bilge. Form with a gravel or coarse stone. Such a specific word. It's very technical. Quite difficult. I really need some context for me to understand or rather to remember this word. Can be verb as well. Okay. No context, no remembering. The hell is this? Alright, next. Easel. Never seen this word in my life. What?
Easel.
That's it? The frame for painting. Painting frames. Supporting frame for painting or something like that. Interesting. I never knew this. Okay. Rascal. I've seen this word before as well. Mischievous or cheeky person, especially a child or a man, typically used in an affectionate way. Alright, affectionate way. Okay. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Rascal.
Rascal, yes. I am pronouncing it correctly. Rascal. You such a rascal! You rascal little bastard! You're really in an affectionate way, so not like that. You're such a rascal! Damn it. Yeah, I've definitely seen this word somewhere before. Fledgling? Oh, okay, that actually makes sense, right? Fledge, and then it's a fledgling. It's tiny little fledgling. Yeah. Makes sense. Dowdy! It's like howdy, but with a dowdy. I don't know. A person of a person or their clothes. Unfashionable and unstylish in appearance, typically used of a woman. Okay. Dowdy. Well, feels bad, man. Dowdy. I'm kind of a dowdy. I'm not very fashionable. Tipple. What is tipple? I know topple. I don't know. Tipple. Drink alcohol, especially habitually. Ring heavily. An alcoholic drink. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Ring heavily. It's British. And then we have informal and alcoholic drink. Next. Strap. We need to speed up. I mean strap, a short rope with its end spliced to form a circle. Usually a leather band for sharpening a razor. How do you sharpen a razor with a rubber band? Oh, with a leather band. Yeah, I've seen it in Inglorious Bastard. You actually can sharpen blade with a leather band? Squelch. I think I've seen this somewhere before. Make a soft sucking sound, such as that made by treading heavily through mud. Okay, soft sucking sound made when pressure is applied to liquid or mud. Oh, I can hear it in my head right now. I like this explanation. It's perfect. Circuit that suppresses the output of a radio receiver if the signal strength falls below a certain level. Wow, the fancy stuff. Welter. It looks so simple, but I don't know what it means. Moving in a turbulent fashion, light soaked in blood, large number of items in no order, confused mass. Oh God. I could never guess that these are its meaning. It's like, by the way, this translation is probably wrong. Yeah, this doesn't make sense at all. I bet the translation in Chinese is wrong. That doesn't matter. Next, Abscond. Intransitive verb, formal, to depart secretly and hide oneself. So simple. Again, I need to use this word in context in order to remember it. Suffuse, gradually spread through or over. Her cheeks were suffused with color. This is like when you drop a drop of whatever food coloring substance into a bottle of water, and you see the color suffuse in the bottle, in the cup, or in a glass, or whatever. Interesting. It's a good word. Very good word. Yeah, you can kind of guess the meaning by fuse. Alright, next word. Ingratiate.
Ingratiate.
Bring oneself into favor with someone by flattering or try to please them. Okay, ingratiate. Does gratiate mean anything? Gratiate. So grazie. Grazie. Favor. Okay. Gratia. Alright. I already know. Next. Conflate. Combine two or more sets of information, text, ideas into one. This is also a useful word, but I don't know where to use it. Give me more example, please. The urban crisis conflicts a number of different economic, political, and social issues. Okay. It looks very formal, right? Seems very formal word. Alright, next. Ori. Doesn't mean it's very awe-inspiring. Off the correct or expected course. Wow, that's completely different. That's so off the correct expected course. So off my expectation of the meaning of this word. Wow, that's perfect. In a turned or twisted position or direction. Alright. That's interesting. I did not expect that. Tawdry.
Tawdry.
Showy but cheap and poor quality. Tidings. I know tide. I don't know tiding. News, information, flock of magpies. And this. Minutiae.
Minutiae.
Minutiae. The small, precise, and trivial details of something. Alright. Cool. Minutiae. Rodolin. Search, you son of a meal.
Redolent.
Redolent, strongly reminiscent or suggestive of, fragrant or sweet smelling. Okay. Names redolent of history and tradition. Strongly reminiscent or suggestive of something. Okay, so there's something smells something something, and it reminds you of something something. A rich, inky, redolent wine. Yeah, I may have seen this combination before. Redolent wine. Anyway. Bum, 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 bum. Portmanteau. I've seen this word before. I've heard this word before. Large traveling bag, typically made of a stiff leather and opening into two equal parts. A word blending the sounds and combining the meanings of two others. For example, motel or brunch podcast is a portmanteau. Yeah, I've definitely heard this from podcast or audiobook. That's cool. Now finally I can learn this word. Not only just listen to it, but I actually understand what it means now. Next, midriff. The region of the front of the body between the chest and the waist. Yeah, I understand what it means already. I wonder if I would ever use the word though. Chivi.
Chivi.
Tell someone repeatedly to do something. Oh, that's annoying. An association which chivies government into action. All right. That's like nagging. All right. Tureen. Wow. A deep covered dish from which soup is served. You serve soup from this? They look like teapots. Oh, I wonder if I ever use that word. That's so fancy. It's like if I ever move to England and have a very friendly relationship with my neighbor, and I go visit them, and they serve me a dinner, and they serve me with they serve me soup in Tureen, then I would use that word. Otherwise, I would never use this word. Or I don't know, where do you use them? I was just imagine that English people use them because they look like teapot. That's why. Okay, rumpus. A noisy disturbance, a roll. Bam. A downbright, representing outline, foreshadow a future event. Hobhouse had already aboundbrighted the idea of a welfare state. Tinners solemnly aboundbright the fate of a convicted sinner. Represent. Oh my god, it's my alarm. Yeah. We are studying so early in the morning that my alarm just woke up. Bugbear. I know bug, I know bear. What is bugbear? A cause of obsessive fear, anxiety, or irritation. An imaginary being invoked to frighten children, typically a sort of a hobgoblin supposed to devour them. Why do parents make up this kind of monster to scare their children? It's child abuse. It's evil. And that's stupid. It's a really weird tradition. Alright. Ragamuffin. Person, typically a child in ragged, dirty clothes. An exponent or follower of raga, typically one dressing in scruffy clothes. May I search scruffy? Shabby and untidy or dirty. A man's face having short, bristly hairs as a result of it not having shaved for a while. Okay, that's as imagined. Ragamuffin. Gah. Okay. Prurient. This word with the two R's is difficult to pronounce. Having or encouraging an excessive interest in sexual matters, especially sexual activity or other. Wow. You see this word you think pure, then it's the opposite. Prurient. I swear I've never seen that word before. Semi. Sorted and disreputable. A semi-sex scandal. Ha 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 ha. Oh. By the way, I don't know what this means. Sorted. Marked by baseness or grossness, vile, sordid motive, dirty, filthy, wretched, squalid, meanly, avaricious, covetous. I'm not gonna look up every single word over here. It's gonna take me forever to finish this video. Look at this. Look at we're halfway there, almost done. Not almost done. There's so many more. All right, we have to speed up, or I would never get to eat lunch today. Repartee. Conversation or speech characterized by quick, witty comments or replies. Here you go. Sounds like a word I would use. He had a quick mind and a splendid gift of repartee. That's beautiful. Why is the Chinese translation always wrong? Let's look up German. It's the same. Italian. It's the same. Let's just use Italian. Chinese is very distracting. It's always wrong. Visage. Visage. Person's face with reference to the form or proportions to the features. A person's facial expression, the manifestation, image, or aspect of something. Okay. Visage. Visage makes sense because it's visal, right? It's your face in Italian. Vision, everything. It's face and vision related. Next, sobriquet. Sobriquet, nickname, sometimes assumed but often given by another that is descriptive in nature. Well-known places often have sobriquets, such as New York City, often referred to as the Big Apple. Ah, okay. It literally means nickname. It's not a nickname for something else. Ah, why is the explanation so stupid? Let me look up on the dictionary. Hello, I don't know how to look up in the dictionary. Descriptive. Yeah, there you go. That's what I want. Not those Wikipedia bullshit. Look at this. What is this explanation? Confuses me. Alright. Disjunctive. Seems familiar, but I don't know what it means. Lacking connection or consistency. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. In grammar, of a conjunction expressing a choice between two mutually exclusive possibilities, for example, or in she asked if he was going or staying. Okay, that's boring. I don't like grammar. Next, nostrum. A medicine prepared by an unqualified person, especially one that is not considered effective. That's so specific. Do you ever use that word? A scheme or a remedy for bringing about some social or political reform or improvement. Okay, that makes sense. Mean. What is this? Mean. What? What is this? What? A member of East African people. Why is this a word? Yeah, it could be confusing. Could be from many different languages. Person's appearance of... Oh, there you go. We found something. A person's appearance or manner, especially as an indication of their character or mood. Mean. He's mean. He's mean. He's mean. No, it's pronounced mean. What the hell? It's mean. Damn it. Right. Trollop. Woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships. Oh wow, I didn't know this word before. Could be useful, right? Fuddle.
Fuddle.
Confuse or stupefy someone, especially with alcohol. Wonderful word. State of confusion and intoxication. Wonderful word. What did I do? Puckish. Puckish. Playful, especially in a mischievous way. Noisome doesn't mean you make a lot of noise. Having an extreme offensive smell. Oh, that's interesting. That's very counterintuitive, but it's always fun to discover that a word means something completely different from what you guess. Melange. Varied mixture, like a cocktail or something. A melange of tender vegetables and herbs. Okay. Leitmotif. I wonder what this is. A recurrent theme throughout a musical or literature composition associated with a particular person, idea, or situation. I don't think I'll ever need this word. This, I think it just means a vegetable because it's Italian. Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure because it's Italian. It's easier to understand. A lot of words come from Latin roots. It's very easy to understand.
Sedulous.
Sedulous, of a personal action showing dedication and diligence. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful word. I'm a sedulous person. He watched himself with the most sedulous care. Beautiful sentence. Maladroit. How long has it been? It's been 35 minutes. Wow. Inefficient or inept, clumsy.
Maladroit.
Good word. Captious means when you watch a movie, you see a lot of captions, tending to find fault or raise petty objections. That's also a very useful word. Bibulous is excessively fond of drinking alcohol. Alcoholic. Oh, excuse me. Hiccup coming. Malapropism. The mistaken use of a word in place of a similar sounding one. This is what I do, right? I've been doing this tonight. Often, not tonight, this morning. Oh my god, right now it's morning. Often with an amusing effect. Dance a flamingo. Flamenco. Interesting. Copy, paste. Alright. Tricorn. Malapropism. What is it? She is the pineapple of politeness. Pinnacle. She is a pineapple of politeness. It's actually funny. Alright. Tricorn means what? Having a brim turned up on 3 sides. A unicorn is a horse with 1 horn. Tricorn is horse with 3 horns. Of a hat having brim turned up on 3 sides. Okay. This I need an image. A hat with a brim turned out on 3 sides. Show me a picture. Okay. This is called tricorn. Interesting. Very interesting. Very useful word. See? Very useful word. Next time you don't just call it hat, you call it tricorn. Sounds fancy and educated. I didn't even look what it means. Dark, shadowy, or obscure. Tenebrous. Never seen this word before. Next. Embonpoint. The plump or fleshy part of a person's body, in particular a woman's bosom. What a wonderful word. I wonder what will show up if you search the image. Nothing! What? Next word. It means that word is not used very often.
Cynical.
Cynical. A group of people such as a discussion group or a literacy clique. The room in which the Last Supper was held. Cynical. Oh, it's cena. It means literally means dinner, right? And then you add "col," it's like the room for something. Cynical. The Last Supper, where you have the Last Supper. It's from Italian, from Latin. All right, next. Vibrissae.
Vibrissae.
Vibrissae. Cats. Long stiff hairs growing around the mouth or elsewhere on the face of many mammals. Used as organ of touch. Whiskers. Yeah, why don't you just say whiskers? Vibrissae. Vibrissae. Because it vibrates. It's like string. It vibrates when it touches something. It vibrates, and the cats will realize, okay, there's something there. They can measure the size of a hole, of a gap, or whatever. Next, estivation. We're learning so much today.
Estivation.
Wait, did I spell it wrong? Estimation.
Estivation.
Estivation. Prolonged torpor or dormancy of an insect, fish, or amphibian during a hot or dry period. The arrangement of petals and sepals in flower bud before it opens. What the hell does it mean? I don't know. Even after looking it up. I bet I'll never use this word. I'll just use simple words to describe whatever is happening, whatever phenomenon it is describing. I'll just use simple words to describe it.
Terpsichorean.
Terpsichorean. Relating to dancing. Twist was a revolutionary Terpsichorean innovation. I need this example, otherwise I would never understand what it means. Something. Deracinate.
Deracinate.
Deracinate. Deracinate. Uproot from their natural, geographical, social, cultural environments. Alright. A predatory mining company that threatens to devour the land and deracinates the locals. Deracinate the locals. Next, fuliginous.
Fuliginous.
Fuliginous. Dusky, sooty, dusky. What a fancy word, but the explanation is so short. Thick and obnoxious. May I just look up what is sooty?
Sooty.
Ah! They used it. Oh wait, that's Italian. Okay, I'm stupid. Covered with or colored like a suit. Now please tell me what a suit is. Deep black, powdery or flaky substance consisting largely of amorphous carbon produced by the incomplete burning of organic matters. Okay, this is soot. Soot, my friend, soot. Next.
Aneromancy.
Aneromancy. Aneromancy, the interpretation of dreams in order to foretell future. Just like a very old word. Willy wow.
Willow.
A sudden violent squall blowing offshore from a mountainous coast. Oh, that's a little bit underwhelming. I thought it was something fun. Really wow. Sudden violent squall blowing offshore from the mountainous coast. Let me see the picture. I want to see the picture because I can't imagine what the hell it is. Willy wow. This is Willy wow. This is Willy wow. I still don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. Let's finish this because it's been such a long video. Caitiff.
Caitiff.
Contemptible or cowardly person. A caitiff knight. Next. Hypnopompic.
Hypnopompic.
Hypnopompic, relating to the state immediately preceding waking up. Ah, yes. This is a beautiful word. Hypnopompic. Hypnopompic. I should learn this. Hypnopompic. A person who begins to learn or study only late in his life. Opsimath. Opsimath. It's related to polymath. Polymath is someone who learns a lot. Oopsie. Oopsie. I didn't learn in my life. Let's start now. Now I'm in my 80s. Oops. Let's start now. What a beautiful word. Pew.
Pew.
Cry querulously or weakly. Oh, please tell me what this means. Given complaint, expressing complaint. Okay. The last one.
Uxoricide.
Uxoricide. The killing of one's wife. Wow. I actually found that word very. Uxoricide. Uxoricide. Because saying he murdered his wife is not enough. You have to say uxoricide. It's not homicide, it's uxoricide. Alright. Whew. So many fancy words, my friend. So many fancy words. And today we learned. Today we improved. Today we are becoming better. Alright. That's it. Thank you all for watching this long 45 minutes video.